grabbing whatever we need for our practice today. So that means if you are using blocks, if you are using a strap, if you are using a pillow, if you are using blankets, grabbing whatever you need for that, grabbing your eye pillow, if you are using an EYE pillow for our final relaxation. So yeah, grabbing whatever you need for the practice today and just beginning to prepare ourselves for the practice today. Bringing our minds, bringing our bodies to the present. Maybe it's easier to bring your body to the present right now than it is your mind. Bringing your mind to the present, bringing your body to the present, taking a seat on that chair, making sure that you've got a chair that's got room on either side, maybe has a high back because we're going to do some twisting later on. But sitting ourselves up nice and tall, sitting ourselves in the center of our seat, trying to keep our backs away from the back of the chair because we want to engage with that core from the very beginning. If that's not available to you, if you're dealing with an injury or if you've got an illness and you need to use the back of the chair, then completely use it. That's the beauty of using the chair for chair yoga, is you can use as much support as you need to. But if you also want to work on your strength, maybe move away from that. And you can always be moving back and forth if you need to. So doing whatever works the best for you, whatever feels best for you. So finding ourselves in the center of our chairs, our feet are flat on the floor. Maybe you're grounding, rooting into the floor, feeling the carpet or the mat or I've got a wood floor, the wood beneath you. And let's begin by rolling our shoulders back. So big shoulder rolls. And let's take, usually I go very fast. Let's take these first ones just nice and slow. And you can over exaggerate these big shoulder rolls. That might mean too that your arms are moving with you. The big shoulder rolls here. And then let's go ahead and roll that forward. So rolling those shoulders forward. Nice. Let's go ahead and shrug. Shrug is the word I was looking for. Shrug that right shoulder up towards your ear. And then go ahead and roll that right shoulder back. Same thing left side. Shrug, left shoulder up. And then big shoulder roll back. Let's do that one more time each side. Shrug it up. And then big shoulder roll back. Shrug it up. And big shoulder roll back. Very nice. Shake that out. Let's do big, deep inhale here. Big sun breath. And exhale this out. Again, big sun breath up. And exhale it out. One more time. Big sun breath up. And exhale it out. Just preparing that. The lung pathways for our breathing today. Let's drop our chin down towards our chest. Relax shoulders away from ears. Trying to get a nice long neck here. And then let's go ahead and lift our eyes to the sky. Good. Drop our chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And again, chin to chest. And eyes to sky. We're just carefully warming up that neck. Good. Let's bring our head back to center. Let's look to the right. So thinking about our chin going over towards our shoulder. Keeping our torso up nice and tall, keeping our spine up nice and long, keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Bring this back to center and then let's look to the left. So same thing, very tall torso, tall spine, chin going over towards the shoulder, keeping that chest open, shoulders back. Very good posture here. Good, bring this back to center. Look to the right again. To the right, maybe a little bit more mobility this time. Maybe you're able to turn your head a little bit more I am just a little bit since doing that first one. Good, bring this back to center, and then let's look to the left, maybe a little bit more mobility here, a little bit more twisting of that neck. Nice, bring this back to center. Let's drop that right ear towards that right shoulder. Ooh, I feel that, and that's the back of my neck. Head back to center, left ear to left shoulder. And back to center, right ear, right shoulder again. Let's do that one more time each side. And left ear to left shoulder. Good. And back to center. And let's do some neck circles here. So let's drop that chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Taking this from side to side. Rotating that neck, that head. Ooh, getting that nice stretch there. In those shoulders, in that spine, in that back. Good, let's drop our chin back to chest. Lift our head up to center. Roll those shoulders back. Good, and then roll those shoulders forward, being intentional with the roll. Very nice. Good, and then shake that out. Let's inhale and sweep this up again. And exhale it out. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's drop that right hand to the right side of the chair. Do a slight lean here. So slightly leaning over, but we are keeping our feet nice and flat, pressed into the floor, keeping our glutes pressed into our chair. It's just a lean with that torso, with that arm. Good, inhale and lift this up. And then let's go ahead and drop that left hand down. Same thing, keep our feet glued into the floor, keep our glutes glued into the seat. Just a slight lean with the arm, with the torso. Inhale and lift this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top. Exhale, press our palms towards the ceiling. So lengthening up through our arms. Let's do a few side breaths here. Inhale deep. And exhale, big sigh out. Good, 2 more times. Inhale deeply. Exhale, big sigh out. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Wonderful, good. Let's keep those arms up. We can release those hands. Hands stay up. Let's take our legs to the right side of the chair. And then let's take those hands and place them on the top of the back of the chair. Ooh, and use that leverage, holding the back of the chair, using that leverage for a wonderful deep spinal twist here. And you can go as deep as you need to into the spinal twist. Maybe you're even going comfortably uncomfortable, but try not to go to painful. You don't want to go to painful or to hyperextend, but you just want to go to that point where you're like, yeah, I feel that. And let's add in a breath here. Let's add in actually 2 breaths. So let's inhale it deeply. And let that breath out. And inhale it again. And exhale it out. Good. Let's reach back up with those arms. And then take those legs back to center. And then let's go ahead and take this over to the left side. Hands are going to go to the top of that back of the chair again. And twisting deeply here. Ooh. Twisting into that spinal twist, using the top of the back of the chair or the sides of the back of the chair, whatever works for you. And let's add in that breath. Inhale it here. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale here. And exhale it out. Excellent. Good. Let's reach those arms back up and bring this back to center. Now let's go ahead and bring our arms out in front of us. Stop hands. Rotate our wrists. Good. And then let's go ahead and rotate the other way. Nice. Point our fingers down and then fingers up, fingers down, and fingers up. Good. Take both of our palms facing up, and then let's go ahead and pull back a little bit on that right hand. And then let's take it over to the left hand. Good. Opening our arms, let's take our right arm on top, give ourselves a nice big hug. So reaching our fingers for our spine, just a nice hug here. Maybe drop that chin to chest, lift that head center, look to the right, look to the left, and open those arms now left on top of right. And big hug here, reaching our fingers towards our spine, drop our chin to chest, lift that head center, look to the left, look to the right, and open that back up. We're going to keep our arms open this time. We see our arms out of our peripheral, so they're not way back here. They're still off to our sides just slightly. Let's take some fists, roll those knuckles in, and then exaggerated bicep curl. Still sitting ourselves up tall in our chair. And let's do a little bit of seated cat and cow. So let's go ahead and open this. Our back is arched. That feels so good. And then let's go ahead and round this chin to chest. Let's add in that breath. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. 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 Good. Bring that spine back to neutral. Our arms open up again, and let's go ahead and drop that down. Roll our shoulders out. Roll those arms out. Shake those arms out. Very, very nice. Good. Placing your blocks where you want them for our seated sun salutations, because that's where we are going next. Let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up. And exhale, dive this down and over, seated forward fold. If you need a pillow or a blanket between your belly and thighs, feel free to use that. We've got our hands on our blocks. Let's inhale and lengthen here. So long arms, long spine. Imagining, I've got my eyes closed because I'm imagining that my tailbone is pointed down towards the seat of my chair, and then my head is lifting up towards the ceiling. So I've got a nice long spine, and then release that back into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Adding on, inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this lengthening here. You can exhale while we are in this hold. So taking that right hand, pressing our right hand into that right block. Let's go ahead and twist open to the left with that left arm. And maybe your arm comes halfway up. Maybe it doesn't even come halfway up. Maybe you've got some shoulder mobility issues. Maybe your arm goes up, but just listening to your body, wherever your body's going to go today. Don't worry, we're going to do this 2 times on each side. So if you don't have very good or enough mobility yet, you may the next time we do it, just by the opening on each side. Good. Inhale and release that. Relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Now we're going to do the other side. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here. And now let's take our left hand, press our left hand into that block. And let's open the right side. Oh, opening that up and breathing it here. Open shoulder, open torso. For some reason, yeah, it doesn't feel as tall as the other side. Maybe if that's the case for you, very normal. That's one of the reasons why we do yoga, is to balance both sides of the body. It's so helpful with that. Go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. All right, let's do one more time for each side. Let's press that right hand back into that block. And let's twist open to the left. Maybe you get a little bit more opening, maybe not. Just depending on your body, how everything's feeling today. And breathe. Using that breath, trying to breathe as deeply as you can into this. I definitely feel it in my back rib cage, that breath. Good, let's go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. Let's press left hand into that block. Twist open with the right. And breathe it here. Breathing very deep, very big. Maybe again, feeling it in that rib cage. Or maybe you're feeling it in an entirely different space on this side. And then release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's keep this here. Sit ourselves up even taller. I don't know about you, I tend to slouch when I start getting into that. So sitting ourselves back up tall, lengthening up through that spine. Let's inhale it here. As we exhale, let's hinge at our hips and do that seated spinal twist. So trying to get our right elbow, right tricep to that left thigh. Breathing this here, pressing our palms together, enjoying this seated twist, the supported seated twist. Sometimes we don't get the support. Sometimes we have to do it without the chair. But yay, today's supported seated twist. Breathing into this. Ooh, and I feel this in my back rib cage again. That was a big enough breath to make me yawn. That was good. All right, let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Sit ourselves up tall again. Inhale deeply. As we exhale, let's go ahead and hinge. And this time we twist to the right. That left elbow is trying to get over to that right thigh. Got that wonderful seated spinal twist here. Breathing. Ooh, definitely feeling this in that back rib cage. Breathe it, breathe it, breathe it. Very nice. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's take our left hand to our right thigh. Let's take that right hand to the back of the chair. Let's get a big seated spinal twist here. Big twist. Well, it's a different spinal twist. We're still seated and it's still a twist. Stay in this big twist, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, sweep it up center. Let's go to the other side. So go ahead and drop that right hand to the left thigh. Left hand behind, grabbing that chair. Oh, big twist here. And breathe this here. Breathe it deeply, inhaling. And exhaling. Again, one more breath here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Very nice. Bring this back to center. Let's reach for the back of the chair or clasp our hands behind us. So opening our chest, opening those shoulders. Drop our chin to chest. Lift our head to center. Look to the right. Look to the left. Head back to center. Drop that chin to chest. Lift that up. Let's bend at our elbows, take our hands over to right waist, squeeze that right elbow back. And then let's go ahead and switch sides. Take that over to left waist and squeeze that elbow back. Opening the chest, opening those shoulders. Very nice. And if your neck is still stiff, you can be doing as much neck movement as feels good for you. Good. And then release that. Shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Good. Let's get into those legs. So let's go ahead and find ourselves in our staff pose. So core and legs. Let's lengthen out through our legs, flex through our feet, reach up through our arms. So finding our staff pose. This is one of our most difficult poses. Let's inhale it here and exhale it out. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. One more time. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Release that down. Hamstring curl, leg extension. So let's keep our feet flexed, curl it in and extend it out. There's 8. Let's curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in and extend. Let's hold this extension. Point our toes, flex our feet. Point our toes, flex our feet. Point our toes, flex our feet. Point our toes and flex those feet. Very good. Let's go ahead, release that, shake that out, scoot ourselves back, and let's bring that right leg in. So bringing our right leg in, we're sitting against the back of the chair now. You get to use the back of the chair. Hugging that leg in, that feels really good. Let's wrap that left arm around that right leg, and let's go ahead and twist it to the right. And breathe. Don't forget to use that deep breath here. Good, and then let's go ahead and twist it to the other side. So twisting to the left and breathe it here. And bring this back to center. Good, let's go ahead and it's pure formis time. I was like, what was next? Oh yeah, the figure 4. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our ankle or our foot to our thigh. And sit ourselves up nice and tall. Maybe you're finding your hinge here before we get into that, the movement and the breath with this. So just finding that hinge, just finding where you're gonna be able to go today. If that hip and hip flexor, outer glute, outer thigh, if it's very tight, welcome to the club today. Or every day in my case. It's always tight. All right, let's add that breath with that movement. Let's inhale it, sit it up tall against the back of the chair. And exhale, hinge it forward. As we are hinging, we are leading with the chest. We're trying to keep those shoulders away from our ears. We're trying to keep everything open here so that we feel that stretch super duper duper right there. It's isolated into that hip. Good, let's inhale, sit it up tall. And exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale that up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale this up tall. And exhale, hinge. Good, bring this back to center. Let's add a little twist here. So let's take that left hand to the outside of that right thigh and let's twist it again. Oh, so good. And breathe. And then bring this to center and let's twist it to the other side. Sit over. And breathe. And bring that back to center. Very nice. Let's take this into half shoelace. So that means we're gonna cross that leg over. That right heel is gonna go to the left corner of the chair. Let's wrap that arm around, left arm wraps around. Ah! And now we get into the hamstring a little bit more and the IT band. Oh, that very tight ligament up and down that leg. And let's twist this. Twisting, twisting, and breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. And let's twist it towards the inside. Very deep breath, very deep inhale, very deep exhale. And bring this back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug in the center again. And then let's release that. Good, shake that out, scoot ourselves forward. Let's get back into that staff pose. So we've got that staff pose for 3 breaths. Lengthening up through our arms, lengthening through our flexed feet, flexed legs. Let's inhale it deeply here. Inhale and exhale it out. Big, deep inhale. And exhale it out. And big, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, releasing that down. Hamstring curl, leg extension for 8. Let's curl this in. For 8, and extend. Keep our feet flexed, curl this in, and extend. There was 7, curl this in, and extend. There's 6, curl this in, and extend. There's 5, curl this in, and extend. There's 4, curl this in, and extend. There's 3, curl this in, and extend. There's 2, curl this in, and extend. Good. Point those toes, flex those feet. 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 One more time. Point those toes and flex those feet. Good. And then release that. Nice. Shake that out. We can scoot ourselves back and bring that left leg in. Give that left leg a nice big hug. Hugging that in. Very good. Let's wrap that right arm around and twist that. Twist it to the left. Bring that to center. Go ahead and twist that to the right. I'm mentally preparing for the piriformis. So bring this back to center. And let's go into it. Let's go into that figure 4, taking that foot, that ankle to the thigh, sitting ourselves up tall. Yes. And finding that hinge. Finding that hinge wherever that's at for you today. Trying not to round that spine. Trying to keep that chest lifted. And we'll add in that breath and movement in just a moment. Good. Let's sit ourselves up tall against the back of the chair. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, hinge it forward. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale that up tall. And exhale, hinge. And one more time. Inhale it up nice and tall. And exhale, hinge. Good. And let's bring ourselves back up and let's take it into that shoelace. So let's cross this over, or half shoelace. Crossing that over. Heel is to the corner of the chair, right corner of the chair. Let's wrap that right arm around that left leg. Feel that hip glute, IT band right there, that nice long, strong ligament. And let's go ahead and twist that. Ooh-wee. And breathe. And then let's twist it the other way. Twist it towards the right. Very nice. And bring that back to center. Good. You can go ahead and shake that out. Let's scoot ourselves over to the left side of the chair, giving our right leg that side of the chair. Let's take our left leg behind us and let's go into our supported crescent. So taking that leg behind us, we've got that other leg in front of us, using that chair to support this wonderful crescent. Keep our back heel lifted. Let's reach up through those arms. So reaching up through that, lengthening up through those arms. Nice, strong arms, strong torso, strong legs. Let's take that right hand, drop that down, reach this over. So lengthening over right here and breathe. Good. And then let's go ahead and take those hands to the hips, or I take the back hand to the hip and that other hand in the front thigh and give it a little bit of a twist here. Maybe you're able to look back at your heel, your calf, maybe behind you, or maybe just right beside you. Again, it just depends on your mobility and flexibility today, where it's at today. Breathing into this nice and strong. Good, let's bring this back to center. Let's go ahead and take our right leg up onto the seat of the chair. Take our left leg off to the side. There we go. And lifting this up center. So we've got a nice long left leg off to the side. Right leg is up and supported. Let's go ahead and take that right hand down to the seat of the chair again and lengthen over. So now we have more of the lateral stretch here. Ooh. And breathe. And let's windmill this over and reach. And not forgetting to breathe in this either. Good, because I almost was. Release that, very nice. Let's turn this into pigeon. So back heel stays lifted, leg is nice and long. Let's reach up through this. Very similar to the crescent, except our leg is lifted even more. Reaching up through that, keeping that back leg nice and active. And let's go into a forward fold. So you're either on those hands, on those elbows, or folding all the way forward. Not forgetting to breathe, breathing deeply, inhaling and exhaling. And then let's go ahead and lift ourselves back up, reach back up through this, and we're going to go into some warriors. Good, let's release that. Let's take our right leg off to the side and find our supported warrior. So this is our kind of practice. We're going to do some regular warriors without the chair in a little while, but we'll do these wonderful practice ones here. I like doing the warriors with the chair because you can get some like extra mobility with the ankle. Let's take those arms out nice and strong. And you can focus on different areas because you're not having to focus on your legs so much. You get to focus more on that torso, or more on those arms, or more on those ankles, more on the little niche things. Good, let's go ahead and drop that back arm, take our palm up, and reverse warrior or peaceful warrior right here. Good, and then let's go ahead and take this into side angle. So arm goes right by that, onto that thigh, reach that other arm over and breathe. Good, bring this back up, proud warrior. Relax that face, strong legs, strong torso, strong arms. Very nice, and release those arms. Let's scoot ourselves over to the other side. So now we're going over to the right side of the chair. Our left leg gets that whole seat of the chair. Let's take our right leg behind us. Ooh, ha ha ha. Supported crescent here. Let's reach up through this. Oh, reaching up through those arms. Maybe you're working on that little back bend there. Reach, 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 lengthening through the leg. Let's go ahead and drop that left hand to the side, left side of the chair, and let's reach this over. Ah, that feels good. Breathe it here. And then let's go ahead and take those hands right to the waist or to that thigh and twist. Maybe you're able to look at that back heel or back calf or back behind you or just to the side. Good, and bring this back to center. Very nice. Let's take that left leg to the seat of the chair. Right leg goes off to the side. Lengthen up through the center here. So nice, strong legs, strong arms. Good, let's take our left hand, drop our left hand to the left side of the chair again, and reach this over. Now we get more of that lateral stretch. Side stretch. Love this one, and breathe. And let's go ahead and windmill this and reach that over. Oh, that's good. Breathe that one too. Inhale and exhale. And then release that. Let's turn this into that pigeon. So lengthening through that back leg, reaching up through our arms. Very good. Lift, lift. And let's go ahead and take this into a forward fold. So whatever that looks like for you, whatever you did on the other side, trying to balance it out and do the same thing on this side. So got that nice forward fold. Remember to keep that back leg engaged, back leg active, and breathe. And let's bring ourselves up and take ourselves into our warriors. Strong warrior. So let's take those strong warrior 2 legs, strong arms, strong torso, relaxed face, strong neck. Breathe it here. Good, let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach up through this. And then take it into a nice side angle. Reach over. And bring this back up. Relax that face. Strong arms, strong legs. Good, and then release that. Let's scoot ourselves forward. Bring those blocks to the inside of those feet, and we'll do our wide-legged seated spinal twist. So let's take our right hand into that right block, and let's open this up. Ooh, yeah, that feels good. Opening to the left side. And maybe you'll notice your mobility is a little bit more since we first started. Or maybe not. Again, every day is different. Every body is different. Sometimes it's mobile, sometimes it's not, and that's okay. You are here. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And then let's go ahead and drop our left hand to that block. And we are twisting open the right side. Good. Breathing it here. And let's inhale and sweep this up. And then release that. Good. Bring our legs together. Blocks back in front of us. Let's inhale and sweep it up. And seated forward fold. Let's fold it right here. Good. Let's inhale and lengthen through our arms. Exhale and release. Keeping our feet pressed into the floor. We're going to lift our glutes up off the chair. So let's go ahead and lift those glutes up off the chair. Ooh, standing forward fold. So now the backs of our legs get to stretch out. Yes, maybe relaxing that head and neck. Let's inhale. Nice flat back. Tabletop. And exhale, release. Let's do that tabletop one more time. Inhale, flat back. And exhale. Take a seat back into that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Let's lift those glutes up off of the chair, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Take a seat in that chair. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off of the chair. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Let's keep this here. We're going to add a standing mountain. So let's inhale and sweep those arms up. So nice big mountain pose. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, tabletop. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Let's cactus those arms back. So cactus this back. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. And then let's release our arms to our sides. Good. Let's place this chair off to the side for a moment. We're going to use it a little bit later, but we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do our warriors, but without the chair. So we're going to do some standing warriors. Actually, place those blocks if you want to use them. Place them if you need to grab them. So we're going to take our legs nice and wide. And we're going to take our right foot to the right side of the room. Our left foot's going to come in at a slight angle. We've got our right heel lined up with our left foot arch. So we're finding our really, really nice stance. And let's go ahead and find ourselves in our proud warrior, warrior 2. So bending through that front leg, nice strong back leg. Very good. Let's turn this into a warrior 1. So just that torso is turning, reaching up through our arms. So we didn't get to do a warrior 1 in our seated position, but we get to do it right here. That feels like that's a good calf stretch. Woohoo! Very nice. Nice warrior 1. Open this back up into that proud warrior, warrior 2. Faces relaxed. Let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up. Peaceful warrior. Now, instead of the side angle pose, let's lengthen through our front legs. So now both of our legs are straight, and we're going to tilt ourselves down or windmill ourselves down into that triangle. So using that block if you would like, or your hand is on your shin, or if you've got the flexibility, hand is on the floor, or hand is on the thigh. Just remember, not on your knee joint. Don't want it on the joint, but just opening that up. That feels so good. Such a good stretch in this nice triangle. And breathe. Very good. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Bend through that front knee again. Warrior two, proud warrior. Relax that face. Good, release those arms, release the legs. Both of our toes are facing the front. Let's take our toes slightly inwards and we'll do a wide-legged forward fold. Let's sweep our arms up, dive this down and over, wide leg forward fold. And that, if you have those blocks there, those blocks are perfect for a support if you want to be supported in this wide-legged forward fold. Maybe nodding that head yes, as that head is lower than the heart, or shaking that head no. Yeah. Good, and then let's go ahead and roll this up. Oh yeah, roll those shoulders back. Ah, feels good. Okay, let's take our left foot to the left side of the room. Right foot comes in at a little bit of an angle. We are lining up with our left heel with our right foot arch. So that's good alignment for those legs for our warriors. And let's go ahead and bring those arms up and bend through that front knee. So we find our warrior two, proud warrior on this side. Very nice. And breathe that. We're going to take it into warrior one. So go ahead and turn this into that warrior one. Only thing moving really is that torso. Everything else just is rooted right there. Lifting that up. Nice warrior one. Open this back up into that proud warrior. Drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach through that. Very nice. Breathing it here. Now let's go ahead and straighten through that front leg. Big windmill of those arms down into that triangle. So both legs are straight, triangle, lengthening. And hand is either using a block, or it's on the shin, or on the quadricep, but just not on a knee, not on the knee joint. Breathing this here. Good. Such a good inner thigh stretch. Very nice. Let's bring ourselves back up. Proud warrior. So that means that front knee bends. So warrior two. Breathing deeply. And then let's go ahead and release those arms, release those legs. Feet face the front again, toes slightly inwards to protect our knees. Sweep our arms up. Let's do this wide-legged forward fold one more time. Relax this here in this wide leg forward fold. Maybe nod that head yes. Maybe shake that head no. Oh, this stretching and flexibility is so good for so many things. So good for that body, so good for that mind. Let's take those hands right back to those hip flexors. Bring ourselves up nice and slow, and then we can walk those feet in. And you can bring that chair back over. We're going to go into our modified shoulder stand, and then we'll move into our relaxation. So grab whatever you need for that. If you have an eye pillow, grab whatever you need. Grab your blocks, pillows. If you're using legs up against the wall, then scoot yourself up against the wall. So we've got that chair, legs are up on the seat of the chair. Grabbing our blocks or our stiff pillows or our stacks of books, whatever you need. We're going to take one of those blocks, place it right underneath the sacrum. So right underneath the low back, right at that belt area, back belt area for support. And let's have our shoulders rotated open. So that means our palms are going to be facing up. And once you're ready, our legs are going to lift. And you can be in stillness here with those legs lifted. You could be pointing and flexing. You could be working on some maybe lateral stretching, letting gravity pull those legs down towards the floor. Whatever works for you in this inversion, our legs being above our head, above our heart. So good for that circulation. So good for just changing things up. Maybe you're rotating ankles, or again, maybe stillness is good for you. Maybe you're like, yes. And if your legs start to shake, very normal. It's very normal. Keep breathing deeply, inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. Just a few more breaths here. And let's go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg. Let's take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh. Go ahead and press that inner right thigh away with that right hand. Good. And release that. Let's switch sides, taking that the other side. So left ankle to that right thigh. Press that inner, that inner thigh away. And release that. Very nice. Let's move that block out from underneath you. And you can scoot that chair away, and let's move into a little bit of relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need, let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room. If you've got that eye pillow, EYE pillow, you can put that eye pillow over your eyes. Let's lengthen our arms towards one end of the room, reach through our feet, through our toes towards the other end of the room. Breathing this here. Enjoy the darkness or the heaviness if you're using the eye pillow. Imagining that you're adding an inch or two to your height. Let's take a big deep inhale here. And with an exhale, allowing yourself to sink, to settle. Allow those feet to fall naturally, open up to the side. Arms open up to the side. Relax the face, the jaw, the eyes. Those eyes are very heavy, falling back to the back of your skull. Eyebrows are relaxed. Forehead is relaxed. Really relax that jaw. Chest, arms, belly. Glutes, hips, quads, knees, calves, feet. Everything relaxing. The breath is slowing down. Still relaxing. Let's bend at our knees. Maybe tuck that tailbone under so that the low back can press a little bit into the floor. And slowly dropping those knees over to one side. Take yourself onto your side for a breath or two here. And nice and slow. Begin to press yourself up. Bringing ourselves up to a seated pose that feels supportive, strong, comfortable for you. So that may be simple cross leg, you may be kneeling, you may be back in your chair, maybe on the couch. The lengthening up through our spine, nice tall back. Good, let's inhale and sweep those arms up. Bring our palms together, exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply and exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day. And we'll see you next time.